These YouTube channels, Low Budget Story, Zero Budget Story, and Lord Wojak are dominating as one of the most watched niches on social media, with each upload pulling in millions of views. Therefore, we created a course on how to create these cool Wojak animations. Here's what you can make by using our methods.
I can't believe it. After all these years, I actually graduated law school. Everyone said I wouldn't make it, that I'd drop out, that I'd end up scrolling memes forever. And honestly, they were kinda right. I did scroll memes, a lot, but somehow I made it. And now, I'm officially a lawyer.
Yo, chat, listen, I gotta tell y'all something crazy. Like, damn, bro, this guy Wojak won a multi-million-dollar lawsuit.
Yeah, bro, life's been great. I can drive the most expensive cars I want, like I pull up in a Lambo like it's nothing. I go to the nicest restaurants, 5-star, everything, lobsters, caviar, champagne. To be honest, I don't even look at the price anymore. And the girls, man, they're the hottest girls on the planet. Models, influencers, all that. Life's been crazy good.
In this video, we will break down the following parts. 1. Creating a Wojak branded YouTube account. 2. Creating Wojak images. 3. Turning images into animations. And 4. Creating Wojak voiceovers. First, we need a YouTube channel. To get started, I used ChatGPT. I simply typed, "Can you give me 50 usernames for my Wojak YouTube channel?" ChatGPT gave me 50 options. One of them really stood out, Wojak Reality. I thought, why not add one more word? So I went with Wojak Reality Show. Then I headed to YouTube, clicked Create Channel, and named it Wojak Reality Show. Click Create Channel, and done. Next, we need a profile picture and a banner. I'll show you the full workflow later in the video. This is the profile picture AI made for me, Wojak holding a camera. This is honestly one of my favorite one. I downloaded the image, uploaded it to YouTube, and clicked Publish. Now, let's make the banner. For this, I used the same workflow. I generated several AI images of Wojak in different scenes. My idea was to place 3 images side by side. In the first one, Wojak is describing a film, in the second, he's filming it, and in the third, he's editing it. And AI created these for me. Then I added them together in Photoshop. Here's a quick speed up of how I made the banner. I used a smooth fade effect to blend the 3 images. Then I added text with the name Wojak Reality Show. I also did some color correction to make the colors pop, and here's the final result. Back to YouTube now. I uploaded the banner, and this is how the channel looks. We're ready for the next step, wherein we explain how you can create high-level Wojak scenes. We spent countless days learning how to prompt AI to create the best Wojak scenes. With that knowledge, we built our most powerful GPT model yet, even more powerful than the ones we created previously, the ones that took over social media by storm. Now, this new GPT model is available to the public. You can go to the GPT store and search for Wojak Scene Generator. You can also find it in the description below. Now click on Start Chat. Here right at the start, it'll ask whether the scene should be made for a male or a female character. In this example, let's go for a male character as first use case. Next, the GPT will ask if the scene includes any bystanders. In this case, we will answer yes, so we simply type yes. After that, it will ask whether you want to upload a reference image or describe the scene yourself. We're going to describe it ourselves. So let's say the scene is driving a Lamborghini at Santa Monica Pier. Then as we move on, the GPT will give us the option to decide if there's a second main character involved in the scene. For this example, the answer is no, so just give that as response. Once that's done, it will generate 2 prompts. One will include a blurred background and one will not. Later on, you'll see the difference, but for now, all you have to do is choose one of them and copy it. We're going with prompt A. Now we head over to Higgsfield to generate the image. Here go to Image and select the Nano Banana Pro model, also known as Nano Banana 2. It's Google's latest image model, and it delivers very accurate results. So now we paste in the prompt that we just copied and upload the first reference image that needs to be a headshot of the character Wojak. As second image, attach a headshot of the Wojak NPC character. They'll represent the bystanders I just told you about. And to make things more easy, we have created a library of all the avatars seen in the Wojak series and linked them in the description below. Also, if you're creating a YouTube video, make sure the ratio is set to 16:9 and put the resolution to 2K. Next, if your plan allows unlimited generations, you can choose that option, but keep in mind, you'll only be able to generate one image at a time. But we don't want that since we're aiming for a faster workflow, so let's increase it to 4 images at once. Now that the generations are done, you can see that Nano Banana gave us some really solid results to work with. We've got Wojak chilling in his Lamborghini here, and again in this shot. And because we selected yes for bystanders, the model added Wojak-style NPCs in the background, just like you'd see in the classic animated Wojak videos. It really gives the whole thing that authentic Wojak cartoon touch. Now we're going to show you how to turn a celebrity into a Wojak character with this GPT. First, select male because we're going to recreate Kitesanat. For this scene, we don't need any bystanders, so we simply type no and move on. Next, we upload a reference image of Kai sitting in his room during the stream while holding a newspaper. There will be no second main character involved, so the entire scene will focus on one character only. By doing so, the GPT writes the prompt centered around Kai, which makes this the perfect route if you want a clean single character scene without extra elements. So now that the prompt is ready, let's go ahead and copy the first one. Now I'll take this prompt into Higgsfield, and I upload the exact same reference we just used in the GPT as the first attached image. Also paste in the prompt, generate it, and look how Nano Banana accurately recreates Kai in a Wojak cartoon style. He has the same face structure, same shirt, same hairstyle. Everything matches perfectly, and this is exactly what we want. From that moment, we knew we had gold in our hands, so we started testing it with other celebrities. We took Ronaldo's latest bicycle kick and turned it into a full Wojak-style cartoon. We tried this photo of Mr. Beast with Cristiano, and it handled that perfectly too. It even recreated Messi's well-known celebration against Real Madrid, and how about Rise and Kai's first ever meetup at 7-Eleven, it nailed that too. And when the creativity kicks in, just look at this next scene we managed to recreate.
My name is Jeff.
So yeah, the possibilities with Nano Banana 2 are basically endless. But alright, let's get back to the video. Alright, for this final example, we're once again selecting male, and we do want bystanders in the scene. In this case, we're setting this scene in a 5-star restaurant where Wojak is eating lobster. Also this time, there will be a second main character, and she's going to be female. Once everything is confirmed, the GPT will now start to write its output. We'll copy the first prompt and use it in Higgsfield. This time, however, we need to upload 3 character reference images. Wojak himself, a gold digger character, and the NPCs as bystanders, sitting at their own tables in the restaurant. After all 3 are uploaded, I'm increasing the output to 4 because we want fast generations, and then we hit generate to see what the AI cooks up. As you can see, the results are done, and honestly, they all look super clean. Let's take this image as an example. Nano Banana is trained well enough to add the NPC bystanders into the background while keeping the attention on Wojak and his date. It makes the whole thing feel like a real animated Wojak moment. It's crazy to think that something that used to take hours of drawing can now be achieved by writing one clear prompt. Now, let me show you what happens if you don't emphasize that the bystanders should be NPCs. As you see, the AI can still create the scene wherein Wojak is having dinner with his girl, but notice that the people in the background are not generated as Wojak-style characters. You can also see the same issue in this next example. This happens because when you aren't specific, you essentially let the AI guess what these characters should look like. From my experience, when you rely on the AI to guess, you'll often find yourself just gambling until it gets it right, which basically wastes your credits. So, it's always better to be clear. However, sometimes it happens that you like a scene but that only the characters didn't turn out the way you wanted. If this happens, there's an easy fix. For instance, let's take this image, download it, and then upload it back into the model as the first attached image. Then, also upload an NPC reference character as the second image. After that, paste this prompt. Change the bystanders' faces to the character on the second attached image. The NPC bystanders must have natural variation in clothing such as polos, t-shirts, sweaters, or casual tops, and natural variation in hair such as different colors, lengths, and styles, while still remaining simplified Wojak-style NPCs. I've found that with that prompt, Nano Banana usually gets the result spot on. As you can see, the bystanders now have NPC faces, just like we wanted. Sure, in this example it looks a little funny, like why are all the NPCs crowded around Wojak's table? But overall, it still did a great job creating the bystanders as NPC characters. And over here, it only changed the outfit of the girl, which I didn't ask for, but overall, the generation still came out great. Now I will show you how to turn a single Wojak scene into multiple B-roll shots. I even made a custom GPT model to make this super easy. Go to the GPT store and search for a model called Nano Banana B-roll Prompt Engineer. This is the one you want. Click on Start Chat to get going. I'll explain 2 methods you can use. Start by uploading the Wojak scene you want to use. The AI will analyze the image and generate 5 B-roll prompts in a JSON format. Pick one of the JSON outputs, so select a section of it and copy it. Then go back to Higgsfield and upload the same Wojak scene. Paste in the JSON output and hit Generate. You can do this with all the JSON prompts the AI gave you. That'll give you images like these. These examples were auto-generated and described by the GPT model. But personally, I prefer giving my own input. That's what I'll show you in method 2. This method follows the same steps, but you write the input yourself. I uploaded the Wojak scene into the GPT model and described what I wanted to see. In this case, I typed, "They are eating French fries." Based on that, the model generated 5 B-roll shots. You'll get different angles of them eating fries. Just pick one of the JSON prompts, go back to Higgsfield, and do the same thing. Upload the Wojak scene and paste in the JSON output. If you repeat this for all the prompts, you'll get results like these. In one scene, they're clearly eating fries. In another, there's a top view, but there's a mistake in it, since AI can still make errors. In a different shot, there's a close-up of the girl eating a fry. If you mix both methods, you can build a full story from different B-roll shots. And the best part? You barely have to prompt the Nano Banana Pro model. This powerful GPT model does all the work for you. I will now show you how you can animate these Wojak scenes into videos. Inside ChatGPT, head over to the GPT store and look for the model called Seedance Prompt Engineer. Click on it. We trained this model so that all you need to do is upload a reference image, and in return it will create 5 JSON prompts you can use instantly inside Seedance. There are 2 ways to do it, and I'll show you both. For the first method, start by uploading a reference image. For example, here we're using an image of Wojak graduating from university. As for the prompt, keep it simple. Something like, "The camera zooms in and Wojak is smiling." Don't overthink it. Keep it straight to the point because the GPT already knows what to write. Once you upload the image and type your short prompt, the model will generate 5 JSON outputs for you. For the second method, you only need to upload 1 reference image. You don't have to write a prompt. The GPT will look at your image and create its own prompt based on what it thinks fits the scene best. If you want more accuracy, it's better to write a short prompt. But even without one, the JSON outputs still know how to shape a solid, high-performing prompt. One thing to keep in mind, the GPT gives you 5 separate JSON prompts. Each one starts when an opening bracket appears and ends when the closing bracket appears. That entire block is 1 JSON prompt. Copy it exactly the way I'm doing it. Now in Higgsfield, go to the video section and look for the Seedance Pro model. In our opinion, this is the best model for creating 2D animations, and you'll see why in a second. First, upload your reference image as the first frame, paste in the JSON prompt, make sure Enhance is turned off, set your duration depending on what you need, change the resolution to 1080p, and click Generate. And as you can see, the results speak for themselves. What we like about the Seedance model is that it doesn't downscale your videos. It keeps everything sharp, with movements that feel smooth and natural, similar to real animations. And look here, the JSON prompt followed our input perfectly. You can clearly see the camera zooming in and Wojak smiling, exactly the way we described it. Here are a few more examples we made using the same method. Wojak riding in a Lamborghini, Kai streaming, Wojak celebrating his victory in court. Just a bunch of clean, smooth 2D animations with really impressive movement. I will now show you how you can make Wojak voiceovers. In Google, type fish audio and click on the first link. Once you're on the site, open the app. Here, I'll first show you the voices we created. We made voices for all the Wojak characters. We have the Wojak girl, the boomer, the Wojak kid, the zoomer, and of course, Wojak himself. To make things easier for you, we'll also include a direct link to all the voices in the description of this YouTube video. But if you are already on site, you can also find them manually. Go to Discovery and make sure the language filter is set to all. If not, you won't be able to find our voices. Next, type Wojak in the search bar. Then select this voice, the one created by us. Click Proceed, and it will take you to the screen where you can use the voice. Click Use Voice, delete the default text, and type whatever you want. For example, if I type, "Hello, I am Wojak," something simple like that, then switch the model to V1.5, click Generate, and wait a moment. This model gives you unlimited generations, which makes it very useful for testing.
Hello, I am Wojak.
As you can hear, it sounds exactly like Wojak, so that's an easy route on how you can create fitting voices for the Wojak characters. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe. All links and resources are available in the description.